Hi, I'm Ree, back for our 5th episode in our 7-day lecture series. Entitled A Jet Tour Through the History of Christianity, Episode 5, Enter the Greeks. During our last episode, we find the Jews in Palestine under the Persians. They are free to worship as they choose and do so as a theocracy. Without a monarchy, the Jews seek salvation through a Messiah. Unfortunately, the Persians are overthrown by a powerful and young Greek king, Alexander the Great. Why is this so important to the evolution of Christianity? Alexander's conquest spread Hellenization, that is, Greek philosophy, language, religion, and culture. As we will see, Christianity becomes a religion that lives and thrives in Greek culture. Alexander's reign is also important because it redirects religion back to the West, changing the course of Syria, Palestine, and the Near East for the next 1,000 years. During his conquest, he also claimed Alexandria, Egypt, which housed the greatest libraries and discoveries of ancient African antiquity. It is also to become the powerhouse of Christianity. Alexander is known to have transformed the territories he conquered, and Palestine would be no different. When he died in 323 BC, his kingdom is divided amongst his generals and the Holy Land. Palestine is caught between the two volatile kingdoms, the Seleucid and the Ptolemies. The Ptolemies ruled from Egypt, and again the Jews were allowed to practice their religion freely. This changed in 198 BCE when the Seleucids annexed the region away from the Ptolemies. The Seleucids were in a religious conflict with the Jews, and in 166 BCE prohibited the study of the Torah. The Seleucid kings also erect Zeus in the Jewish temple, which starts the Maccabean revolt, a war documented in the first and second book of the Maccabees. The Book of the Maccabees are written in Hebrew in 100 BCE from the viewpoint of the Maccabean kings, who claimed their family came into power by God, who called the sons to lead the victory against the Seleucids. Never heard of the Book of Maccabees? Don't worry, in our last episode we will discuss how the books of the Bible were chosen, leaving many doctrines on the cutting room floor.
Reed, during your lecture, you mentioned Alexander the Great traveling to Egypt and redirecting the Near East region back west.
Yes, Ra. Alexander caused a major evolution from the Greeks. During his visit to Egypt, he found so much knowledge there that he transformed parts of Egypt into a university mecca for the Greeks.
To put it bluntly, Greek philosophy is stolen Egyptian philosophy?
It is indeed, Ra. The Greeks' own historian, Herodotus, states this himself. Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, and Homer all received their education in Egypt. Every Greek god is but an Egyptian god renamed. As Herodotus says it, the Greek gods were born in Egypt.
I also understand that upon returning to their countrymen, they were either put to death or placed in exile because the philosophy they brought back was so foreign.
This is all true and well documented in Stolen Legacy by Dr. G. M. James. But if you think this is news, read the Homeric epics and the Gospel of Mark, where scholars prove the writers of Mark is copying the style of Homer.